Well, as I said, if you put an Openbsd box in there, very few people can get through it. It's only had 2 remote holes in many, many years. In fact, there's still a guy out there to this day. He's probably still mad at me because on their final Capture the Flag event, I gave him an Openbsd box. But they didn't follow the process. Because you follow that systematic process, right? You see what's there or not. You identify the targets, you map the attack surface, you build your target database, right? All those types of things. Because, yes, I gave them an Openbsd box, but I bound a root shell to one of the ports, secure shell. So all they had to discover was what that port, that secure shell port was on, interact with it, and as soon as they hit it, they would have got an actual shell with root access, and he didn't find it. Anyway, so yeah, so the different operating systems, to me, again, I know I keep saying like broken record, Openbsd is the hardest one for testers to deal with, but very few people put it out there because it's not the easiest thing to set up. I disagree. We put it in a lot of places because I know very few people can take it out. And one of the nice things about it, we put in network cards, and the network cards, it's almost like a tap. The network card runs almost at wire speed when you do it with BSD. So we're using 10 gig cards, Intel chips, and they work very well in a lot of deployments that we have. Defenders don't know how to deal with the PF firewall, stuff like that. So when you run into that, I discover most people don't, that they can't handle it. Even the free BSD, if you use pfSense and you try to scan through a pfSense box, stuff like that, it recognizes scan, and it'll actually do what we call slow your actual resets down. So it actually squelch you. It'll squelch your scanning. And that's what I saw in the CPIN. So when people were scanning on the CPIN, they were hitting it with default INMAP scans, 1,000 ports at a time. And yeah, that's not going to work. You have to do a slow and controlled probe if you got a filter between you and the target, if that filter has anything in it for protections as rate limiting and stuff like that. So that's the thing I see for the juniors than some seniors do, that they have a hard time dealing with. You can't just fire off, and try hack me and great labs, all that type of stuff. But you could fire off a dash, uppercase A scan, a dash, lowercase s, uppercase C for scripting engine, all these different switches at the same time. You can't do that if you've got a good defense of a layered architecture between you and the target. It's not going to work. They're going to actually rate limit you. And those of you scanning, you'll see that RTT, round trip transmission timeout. You start seeing all those round trip transmission times out. That's exactly what it means. You've been rate limited on your scanning technique. No, we can build pretty much everything of any enterprise environment with the exception of ICS SCADA. ICS SCADA, you can build the networks and do the emulation of a PLC. You can do all that type of stuff. I can't have a turbine generator virtually. Right? I can have the concepts of the control of the turbine generator, but I can't have the actual devices like that. All the rest, pretty much, you can build it as long as it's something that you can connect to a network or machine, because remember, you can have the virtualized network, and then you can have the physical devices as well. So you can blend the physical and the virtual. But ICS SCADA, yeah, I don't have an actual blast furnace or anything like that I can plug into the network very well. So you just can emulate the controller, the PLC, as I said, and maybe a sensor. That's about all you can do in the ICS SCADA world.